All right, so who are you and what is your background?
My name is Landon Howard. I'm originally from Jacksonville. I just graduated from Florida State University, and that's about it.
Well, congrats on graduating. That's exciting. So what would you say HireTraining is in your own words?
For me, hire training was a real learning experience. It really opened my eyes into the field of sales and recruiting. The ins and outs, the bads, the goods, and just really how to keep a positive mentality through it all. Ian and Merrick were both great with the personal side of things and the business side of things, teaching us. I learned a lot, just from them and their experiences.
Awesome. I love to hear that. So what sales or recruiting skills did you have prior to the course?
That's a good question. None, because I thought sales was, you going to dinner with somebody or maybe to a golf course. I didn't know it was what it was. It really opened my eyes into the field of sales and recruiting, because before I was blindly in the dark.
Cool. So they kind of gave you a little bit more of a opening into what the
work
actually is. That's awesome. So what real world skills have you developed throughout the course?
Being able to cold call is number one. Being able to source, just being comfortable running the cadence. Confidence. I think confidence is a big one in sales. Learning to be able to take losses and no's and objections to benefit you. I think all those things are great skills and will help me, in sales or not. I think it'll just help me in life.
What would you say is the most interesting thing you've learned so far?
Most interesting thing. I think, learning what the sales process actually is. And I wasn't, very aware of that's how, all businesses in the country, kind of operate. And learning, it helps you learn the in and out of a business, kind of who the decision makers are and how to navigate, where to go, who to talk to. I think that aspect of it was kind of like the most shocking to me is just how big and how, diverse sales and recruiting is.
All right. What would you say is the biggest difference between yourself now and when you first started HireTraining?
I think there's a lot of difference, coming in the first couple of weeks, learning all this new stuff. I started to question a little bit whether this was for me or not, but sticking through it, it really broadened my horizons in a lot of aspects for the better. I think it, helped me gain more confidence, in myself and my skills to communicate with others. Just being confident in what I'm going to do in my future definitely makes me feel better going into my job or, jobs that I'm going to get, hopefully, but, just those things.
Well, you kind of answered this last question too. So you were mentioning that you feel much more confident. That's something that you felt really good about. So how confident would you say you are in your abilities to perform now?
It's a night and day. Before I wouldn't even have been able to call somebody and kind of have a process as to what I was doing. And now, after the multiple hours of calling and sourcing, I definitely feel like I have a lot better understanding and a great foundation to carry with me